I could show you this, I guess. So this is, I'm using the left stick, and the camera is looking top down, and it's like rotating a thing so that it's looking in the direction I'm pointing the stick in. So if I press X, then now we're looking at a different angle, and that works like that. Oh, what, the rain stuff? It would be difficult. I could try and get something working, I guess. So, so this is good for like twin stick controls and things. So, I do actually have separate logics that you can stick into your creation. So this is y-axis, as in looking down from the top. That's y-axis, and then x-axis is looking at it from the side. So you just stick that on any sculpt or group, I guess. If I just and we'll give it a stripe so we can see which way it's facing. So then to use it, oh, where'd it go? So that'll be X, so just stick that on there. And then we need stick input, so grab the controller sensor and we use that one maybe, and we'll just make it remote control and play time. Oh, we need a static camera really, so let's put a camera down. Yeah, so then it looks up and down in that direction. When it goes over to the other side, it actually like twists around because of how the rotations work in Dreams. But then if I add a marker on the other side, so if it's like a normal, if it's like a character or something, then the character will just flip around. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. Both on that side. So then they'll just like twist around and be pointing in the right direction, hopefully. Then if we cover that up, and then I'll show you the top-down one. So we just use this other one for Y. Oh. It's grouped for some reason. Oh, that's interesting. When you're stamping a object, then and you have it held ready to stamp, then when you scope into something, it doesn't snap it. Or if you hold L1 and press X to stamp it, it scopes in instead of snapping it. Interesting. And we need to look at it from the top. So now it's pointing in the right direction from there, and this time it doesn't have to twist around for whatever reason. And the way this works is very, very simple. So simple that I will show you how to make it. So, microchip. and we'll have a node to plug in the stick, and this will work for whatever kind of stick you want to plug in. So we have a look at rotator, and in the look at rotator we have a scene space direction. So if you give it a direction from that point there, it will try and look in that direction. So let's just demonstrate that. So, and if it's receiving zeros, then it won't move at all, which is why it isn't moving now for playtime. So let's make a scene space direction which is 3. It's basically a position in 3-dimensional space and is used like relative to the thing. So we'll plug that in there, and that's really awkward. Let's put it there. And let's just try using some value sliders. Like that. That's Z, and that's Y, and that's X. So yeah, so you can see the okay, so we want this. Oh no, that was right, yeah. So mainly we'll be rotating around the y-axis, which is this one, but that means we don't want the y-axis to change. We want the x-axis, which I think is this one, and the z-axis, which is this one, like looking on the side like that. So if we, yeah, so if we do that, then it will be some angle. Yeah, so so we need 2 dimensions of this to set, and we can get these from the stick because that has 2 dimensions. So we'll use a splitter, and we get the x and y of the stick that we're using. So then if we plug x, so most of the time this takes a bit of just trial and error to figure out the result you want. So we'll just do that. So just plug x into x and y into z. Yeah, and that's working. So if I grab this thing, controller display, then when you play time you can see what my controller is doing. So let's make that faster so that you don't have to wait all day for it to move, and make it super strong, super dampy. So now you can see it's mimicking the stick position, like that. And you do a similar thing for on the side, but you kind of have to do some little plug these in different places and do a bit of inversion of some of the values. So you can have a look in the actual creation, the logic creation I made for it. So have a look at that. I think as I'm here, I probably should show how to make the other version. It's on its side like that. So, put that like that. Yeah, so if I just try that, it will be looking in the wrong direction. Oh yeah, we probably want this grid aligned so it's actually straight. Yeah, so instead of it being the X and Y, we want it to be, it was the X and the Z. We actually now want it to be the X and the Y. So let's just try plugging that in there and let's see what happens. Okay, so we're actually looking at it on the wrong angle, I think. Let's try that. Oh, it's because we're using the left stick, which is relative to the camera. Probably want the left stick local to have this working properly. Yeah, now it's looking from the right direction. So let's move that back. So the up and down, the up and down I think is working because it's looking in the right kind of up and down direction. But then it's kind of rotating in the opposite direction. So I think we have to invert the Y by multiplying it by -1. Oh. Let's try it again. Yeah. So basically this is... Nope. Maybe it needs to be like that. Oh, it's always like looking that way. Let's bring in the other thing and see if I can figure it out from there. Yeah, so you invert that. I think we're just looking at this from the wrong angle or something like that. Yeah, that is working. We've just got, I think that's pointing in the wrong direction. So let's turn on the grid. Whoa. Aha. So now if you look at the, like this side, that's actually the side that is pointing. So I'm pointing it to the right and up, and now that's pointing right and up. That's following quite nicely.